Yoo-jin, I am personally very excited about your news today. So what do you have for us?
Right, so today I have some exciting news from Germany, which really shows how far the Korean wave is reaching. So to give you guys a bit of a sneak peek, K-pop is now part of the lineup of one of the country's major broadcasters. So from Daehanminguk, which is the official Korean name of South Korea, to Deutschland, let's first take a look.
저스틴 팀페와 함께하는 프리츠, 최고의 음악 K-Pop.
What you just heard is Germany's first regular K-pop radio show, Beste Musik K-Pop. Fritz, a radio station under a public broadcaster, Rundfunk Berlin-Brandenburg, officially launched the show on October 14th. It's the product of months of collaboration between ALBB and the Korean Cultural Center, Germany. Justin Timpe is the show's host and producer. He fell in love with K-pop after first listening to BTS 10 years ago.
So perfectly produced, everything, like the music videos, like also the styles. They try new things, which I never heard before. Like you would never go and put a bit classic into a rap part and then a bit R&B and then at the end we have pop.
Justin is involved in every step of the show, from researching trends to curating playlists, making sure the program is open to all listeners.
What I do is I look, what stars do we have over here? Like Dua Lipa, Coldplay, Bruno Mars. And then I check to what kind of K-pop songs do we have, which are very similar to them. And try to make the example. Like, hey, we have Dua Lipa. In Korea, you have someone else, like Jeon Somi.
The 2-hour show offers more than just music. It introduces Korean dramas, films, and food, and features interviews with emerging K-pop artists. The response has been beyond expectations.
The day afterwards, I came to the station, and people were overwhelming, and they were saying, Justin, we never had a show with so much people writing us. This 2 hours of the first show will put in together everything we can hear and see from the K-pop scene.
Germany wasn't always the playground for the Korean wave. Asian dramas were rarely aired on TV, and K-pop was largely seen as niche culture. But now, that's changing.
K-pop's global rise has ignited interest here, and streaming services now allow instant access to Korean content for German viewers. ABB is one of the major broadcasters in the Berlin region, with Fritz attracting around 183,000 daily listeners. The launch of this program shows that K-pop is becoming part of the mainstream in Germany.
Justin hopes the show will be more than just a place to play music. He wants it to become a community for listeners.
They can talk not only with me, but also with the community, with the other people, about what's going on in their K-pop universe. I want to make K-pop more, let's say, closer, so that also people who are not into the scene directly can tune in and know what is K-pop.
If you want to know more about K-pop and Korea, tune into Beste Musik K-Pop every other Monday at 8 p.m. local time.
That is definitely great news for K-pop fans in Germany and
Right.
German-speaking countries, and also personally to me, because I was raised in Germany. And I have to say the perception of K-pop has changed immensely because when I used to listen to G.O.D., H.O.T., BoA, no one knew of those groups.
Right.
So this is definitely great news. And I think, Walter, in Australia, where you are from, they already have been playing K-pop music all day long years ago, right?
Yeah, for instance, the show that comes to mind is actually SBS Pop Asia, which you will know about, a channel that plays K-pop and Asian music basically all day long, which has been launched for more than more than a decade, I think. And it's great to see that K-pop is just spreading throughout the world.
Yes, it is definitely. So, Yoo-jin, for those interested, how can they tune in to Beste Musik K-Pop?
Well, first of all, I hope this show can become a big, long-running show, just like Walter mentioned. So, as I mentioned in my report, the show is on every other Monday from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Germany local time. And the exciting news that it means today, it's airing its second episode, so you can tune in. Now, if you're listening through the radio, you can find Fritz's frequency for your region on their official website, and you can also stream it live or catch the replay on the website as well.
That means we can actually listen to it
Here in Korea as well,
online. Right. Great news, right?
Yes, I'm definitely going to listen to it as soon as I can. So yes, as you mentioned earlier, sorry, so you were saying something?
Sure. So you mentioned earlier that the interest in Korean culture is growing in Germany.
Right.
So I think the Korean cultural centers play a big role in that as well. So what kind of programs are there?
Right, so I spoke to Director Yang, the director of the Korean Cultural Center in Germany, and he says a primary focus of the center is reaching out to local elementary schools. So what the center does is it invites students, elementary school students, to the center so that they can have a lot of hands-on experiences. For example, learning Korean traditional calligraphy, seoye, trying Korean traditional hanbok, and also trying out Korean food. And Director Yang says that the goal of the center is to help these students become familiar with Korean culture from a young age, as early exposure to Korean culture tends to leave a lasting positive impression.
I'm sure it will. And I heard this year actually marks the 30th anniversary of the Korean Culture Center in Germany. Are there any programs or events that viewers of all ages can enjoy?
There definitely is. So one thing that's currently on, which started last Friday, is the 8th Korea Independent Film Festival. It kicked off last Friday once again at Berlin's Babylon Cinema. Now this event introduces Korean independent films to the local audience with German subtitles. So it has screened around 10 films each season, attracting an average of 1,000 attendees. But interestingly, last year, the number of attendees tripled to more than 3,200, which really shows the growing influence of K-culture. Now, this year, the festival will also screen 10 films until next Monday, which is November 4th.
Very happy to see this happening in Germany. And also, I believe many more film festivals, Korean film festivals, are running in Europe, such as in Hungary, as you mentioned before as well. So that's really great news. So thank you very much for that report, Yoo-jin.
Always a pleasure. Thank you.